Okay, so on to the third segment of our video. What do we do about anger? Because, you know, all of us get angry at times. I get angry, you know. I'll get angry with my wife or my kids or other things, other people. When I don't get my way, you know, I'll want to control the situation. So what do we do about it? Well, I think first, you know, it's probably obvious to say let go of the control. Not easier said than done. I'm not saying I'm always good at that, but, you know, let go of that control. Be willing to let go of that control. But what is it that, what else can we do? You know, what are some techniques that we can use to be able to overcome this anger? Well, you may have heard the phrase count to 10. That actually does work. And the reason why, if you look at it, they did a study with road rage. And the more that people thought about and tried to get out the anger, the worse it got. So trying to get your anger out just makes it worse. The more you think about angry thoughts, the angrier you get. It doesn't reduce the anger, it doesn't get it out. And so counting to 10 actually diverts your thoughts towards the numbers. You know, it may be something silly, but if I hit 10, I'll just keep going sometimes. If, you know, just to think about something else so that I'm not staying in that angry spot. Another thing you can do, for example, one of the techniques I use with my couples that come in for marriage therapy, they'll be sitting there, and I will help them to slow down, to actually speak slower. And that helps them to move down below the anger into what's driving it, often the sadness or the fear. So slowing down is a technique that often works. You may also just change your perception about the situation. For example, if somebody cuts you off on the freeway, you know, if you can just think, oh, maybe they have a good purpose. They're just flying to the hospital to, you know, fix something. Their wife is pregnant and she needs to get there quick. Changing your perception often works. Although, make sure you're not lying to yourself when you change your perception, because that'll cause other problems in and of themselves. We have to be honest with what we really feel and believe inside, or else we're just covering it up. So if you can do these things, and often if you can slow down to your primary emotions, sadness and fear, that will also help. And I will discuss sadness and fear directly in other videos. But if you look at sadness and fear, if a child comes to you that's sad or afraid, and we're willing to listen, so it goes two ways, does it bring us closer together or further apart? You know, it brings the child closer to us. We comfort them. We support them. We help them to change their perception of the fear, or show them that it's safe, that we're willing to make it safe for them. So if you can often express sadness or fear, that will also help you to be able to work through. If you can slow down underneath that anger, the sadness and fear, and express that, that will often bring people together and improve the situation. Including in a business situation or in our marriage or other things like that, as long as the other person is willing to listen to that. If they reject that, if sadness is not safe or fear is not safe to express, then it'll push, that will divide it too, which is a whole nother issue. So hopefully these tips have been able to help you. You can change your thoughts, you can slow down, you can go down to the primary emotions, or even, you know, if you're changing your thoughts about some vacation you had, or a timeout. Timeout is the same thing. You're often changing your thoughts or slowing yourself down. If you use these different techniques, hopefully that'll be able to help you work on reducing your anger, because there's so few times that it's actually helpful. And so do those things and you will be able to slow down to the primary emotions, and we'll be able to get to those sadness and fear in one of the upcoming videos. Thank you.